life can be lived infinitely in different ways. Existence can be experienced through infinitely different perspectives. It is the perspective of the observer that shapes his or her own reality. Collectively, humans are able to reshape the land to our desire, more so than any other animal. We have become a force of nature as a species. As of late, we have diverged from the Earth's equilibrium, disrupting it to pursue our own selfish gains, turning the Earth into a kind of hell for most. We've initiated the 6th mass extinction event.
And look what's happening in the Amazon, the lungs of our planet, this precious home of biodiversity. The old-growth rainforest being cut down and replaced with soybean farms so we can feed cattle so that we can all eat hamburgers. Only a truly insane global state of consciousness could allow such an abomination to occur. And I did a back-of-an-envelope calculation during the Iraq War. It seems to me that 6 months' expenditure on the Iraq War would have solved the problem of the Amazon forever.
Despite our immaturity as a species, we once displayed ourselves as the protectors of the realm. Knowledge was the beating heart of this earlier worldwide civilization. It consisted of humans who respected all life, who saw one another as family, part of a greater whole. This belief system of our ancestors is now being rediscovered via science. The discoveries of our genetic family tree, and the discovery that we are all energetically related on a subatomic level, supports this. Our ancestors held the belief that this entire universe is one consciousness manifesting itself in infinitely different variations. The idea of a soul stems from this system of knowledge. Our physical self is the elements of the earth. The elements of the earth is but the stardust of the cosmos. The stardust of the cosmos stems from a previous star, so on and so forth, back and back all the way to the beginning, the Big Bang, the singularity in which we all come from, the source, the one. On this very basic level, we are the universe observing itself and experiencing itself. However, on a deeper level, our ancestors recognized that this life is simply an experience in which we are meant to learn from in order to grow and develop. Imagine each body as a vessel, and the soul, the consciousness, fills each vessel, much like how water fills a vessel. It takes the shape, becoming the vessel during the duration of its inhabitants. When the vessel breaks, the water returns to the water cycle, and thus, when the body dies, the soul returns to the source. By forgetting this vital aspect about ourselves, we become lost. Our generation specifically is in a YOLO state, a carefree, who gives a fuck kind of mentality that distracts all who are associated with it, narrowing your focus into the game of reality, the money game. Everyone under the current system wishes to attain material wealth for their own selves. The irony is, what people would deem as responsible behavior is indeed the irresponsible. We as adults have allowed the atrocities of the world to continue while we strive to succeed in our own selfish desire to laze around in a future with a big house and with passive income. I compare the current situation of our species with that of the story of the Lion King. Simba turned his back on his past. He lazed around for years, allowing Scar to rule his kingdom. Scar, being a selfish ruler, did not care for the people of the kingdom. He only cared about himself, much like the elitists of today's world.
That's not my father. It's just my reflection.
No. Look hard. You see, he lives in you.
Father?
Simba, you have forgotten me.
No. How could I?
You have forgotten who you are, and so forgotten me. Look inside yourself, Simba. You are more than what you have become. You must take your place in the circle of life.
How can I go back? I'm not who I used to be.
Remember who you are. You are my son, and the one true king. Remember who you are.
This message is urgent because if we continue to idly stand by and allow the crimes of the elitists to continue, the biodiversity of the earth will be lost. Much like how Mufasa pleaded Simba to remember, the earth, our ancestors, pleads us to remember. Since our bodies dissolve back into the earth after death, it can be said that the earth is literally the amalgamation of all who have ever lived. This earth is our family, it is our mother, our source, and the conduit to our ancestors. And I believe that if we embark on the journey of self-discovery, we will all contribute to the change that is going to happen, that must happen.